happened to Bruce Springsteen. I mean, I grew up in the 80s, so I knew him from videos and liked, my favorite song of his was, Born to Run. I also liked, Ooh, I'm on fire. That was a nice singing. And, yeah, he'd been around, he seemed like a regular dude, and, you know, he had the social conscious thing in his music and stuff like that, but, I don't know, a few years back, I read or saw somewhere that he was depressed and stuff, and he had the actual depression. I don't know if he had medication or whatever. Then there was the movie about him, which I didn't watch, and then now he's got this. He did a Broadway show before. It was the kind you had to get tickets for by lottery and stuff like that. Anyway, I don't even think I could have gone then. Now he's doing a Broadway show again. Not only is he requiring people to have a vaccine, he's requiring people to have, I guess, a specific vaccine. So Canadians who didn't have the vaccines we had, who wanted to get tickets, can't get tickets because they didn't get the right vaccine. This is after he just basically became a super Democrat in terms of not even just somebody who votes, but being really involved in their stuff and their narrative. And there was a time where he had like a DUI, but then it went away or something, and now it's just like, I don't know, it's like he was a total rock and roll guy who was cool and did his own thing. Now it seems like he's totally, in with the man, and it's just, I don't understand what happened. It bothers me because to have a concert and then make it would be like, I mean, I know people are really still kind of nuts about the whole virus and vaccine and all that stuff like that, but in a way it's exclusive beyond exclusive. It's like only certain people, you're only allowing certain people to go to your show. I don't know that anybody else has done that before. Maybe other theaters have said that they're not selling tickets to anybody who isn't vaccinated. I don't know, but this is like, in another circumstance, in another criteria, people would think it was insanely elitist. If somebody said only certain people, or only gold card members, or only people who passed an IQ test, or people who only people who can prove who they voted for in the last election, or only people who can spend, I don't know, $10,000 a ticket. Just something that's so contradictory to the Bruce Springsteen that I grew up knowing about. The working class man, the kind of guy the working class hero at least. Like I said, that's the first I've heard of anybody being really, not, like I said, only vaccinated people, now with the specific vaccine. It's really, there's a word I want to use and I'm not coming up with it besides elitist, something like elitist. Discriminatory, and I don't know if people are understanding that discrimination can be for very, very many things, and either you welcome all or you don't. And if you only welcome people who agree with you, if you only welcome people who, like, yeah, maybe certain people wouldn't want to have lepers in the olden days at their concert, but Jesus would have let them have front row seats, right? So I don't know, things are getting weird. But the Bruce Springsteen thing, gradually over time, people are older, there are things like that, but I just feel like to be that far on into the narrative, very fundamental had to change about him over time. Like, I'm not saying it happened overnight, but that's not the Bruce Springsteen that I grew up thinking about. Maybe, again, maybe this is somebody who was always like this, and that was just an image of, working class America. I don't know.